And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 137. Not even going to try to do any numbers with that. That's a weird number. 37.
Acuna, Dansby Swanson.
Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, we're back. Just me and Chance again tonight. People are taking end of summer vacations and baby
Josh
duty.
is vacationing at the end of August.
Yeah, and I think Josh is taking a Texas and Florida vacation
At the same time.
And then Peyton's in South Carolina. Guess he's going to check on Spencer Rattler. Getting us a scouting report. Must be really worried about him this year. But yeah, speaking of Spencer Rattler, it is college football preview show. We are so close. College football
So
this
excited.
weekend. Nothing. I mean, what's the biggest game? Navy, Notre Dame, and Ireland.
Louisiana Tech versus FIU, baby.
In Louisiana, in that 108-degree heat.
Playing at 8 p.m.
8 or 6?
8.
Okay. So
Look today.
So the 99-degree heat.
Yeah, I'll be about 98, 97.
Yeah.
Wet bulb of 93.
Will be hot. I will not be attending that. I know that.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, college football's this weekend. So
Hey, fun fact, Clay. Here's where I am with Tech football. You know how we got the alerts on ESPN?
Yeah.
I've seriously contemplated removing them.
For the game ones?
All.
Oh, yeah.
For Louisiana Tech football and Louisiana Tech basketball. I've come dangerously close to removing them. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
It's we're not in great states of the programs right now.
No, we're in horrible.
But yeah, this episode going to be a just overall college football preview. We're going to try to cover everything, all the Power 5 conferences, maybe touch a little bit on the outside of Power 5, so essentially the American, because that's the only other one that matters. But yeah, it's going to be nothing too crazy, just going to talk about top teams, top players, new coaches, new teams, because I forgot the Big 12 is already doing that stuff this year.
Yeah, I didn't realize BYU and Cincinnati were a part of it already.
And UCF and the other one.
I guess because
Houston.
All we're thinking about is Oklahoma and Texas join the SEC.
Yeah, well,
and
all that's coming next year. All the Big 10 stuff's going next year. Some of the Pac-12 stuff is next year. And then I look on there today, and I'm like, whoa, Houston's in the Big 12 already.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
Had no idea.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about all those, and then we'll be doing our college football playoff predictions.
Yep.
Which I think I'm going a little bold with mine. I don't want to just go Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, or something. Nothing boring. Mine are a little bold. We're going to be doing our Power 5 champions, just predicting who we think is going to win each conference, and then wrapping it up with some Dirty Boot bets, futures for college football. Got to get those out there, give you something to root for throughout the year. I love my bets. I think I'm going 5 for 5 pretty easily.
I got a pretty bold one at number 1 for me.
All right. I mean, if any of mine miss, I will be shocked.
You sent me yours already. That's not what I went with. I went with some big stuff.
Okay.
I had you did a lot of over/under wins. I only did one of those.
I got 3 of those. I have a conference and I have a player.
Yeah, I've got 1 over/under. I got a player. I've got 2 conference ones.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Let me look.
Using DraftKings?
No, I did Barstool.
Okay.
Because that's just the one I had on my phone, easiest to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the Barstool odds were actually better. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be getting into that pretty soon. No Dirty Boot bets for this weekend. I thought about it, but I was like, we'd just be forcing our way, and we'd probably all have USC minus 31 or whatever that is.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, or over 66, I think.
Hey,
is
Tech
what that line
minus
is.
11.
Whoa, 11-point favorites?
FIU's supposed to be like the worst team in the Conference USA.
Yeah, but still. I decided not to do that. We'll be ready to roll next week with that, though. Can't wait. So close. Football. But before that, let me do an ad read. Let's see what we got. Let's go Big Reed BBQ. Why not?
What about our new one?
I ain't got it yet. I will shout out Doug DeMona, Farm and Feed. I don't have their ad written yet, but he's going to send it to me, and yeah, we'll get that out there. I guess I can shout out they're having a fall market type thing, like September 30th, I do believe, and there's a ton of stuff out there. Vendors going to be set up everywhere.
It's a good location to do it. Big open
Yeah,
area in front of it.
Definitely. I didn't realize how big it was till I pulled in.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Like
it's crazy. I walked out
there. It looks
there.
big from the road, but then you pull in, you're
No,
like,
it's
whoa,
huge.
there's
Yeah.
just stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout
Plenty
out
of
to
railroad
Doug DeMona.
ties, too, if you need a railroad tie.
That is very true. Very true. And while you're there, pick up some Big Reed BBQ.
Amen.
So, Big Reed BBQ started as a family recipe in 1986. Our mild flavor is right on time, and our spicy is just enough heat. Owner Ken Reed and Director of Marketing Andre Leonard. So you can get their sauce at Doug DeMona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, the Salty Brahma, the Equipment Store, and Amazon. So shout out to them. Shout out to all our sponsors. Football, man, gets so close. Go pick up some barbecue. I used some Monday, I believe. Mm-hmm. It's still the best.
So
new
good.
bottles. I can't wait to I need to get me a new bottle because I'm about out of my
the
my
glass.
spicy in the fridge. So, but yeah, let's get into this. Waste no more time.
Here we go.
So we're gonna start off. We're gonna go alphabetical order, which also leaves us with the best conference
Best
for
for last, baby.
It's just different.
It means more.
It means more.
Boy, it just means
It
more.
means more.
We got the freaking flag in here.
Yeah, we do, and I don't know why.
It just means more.
Peyton just had one at his
Peyton
house.
had it laying around.
Yeah, that was Peyton's bed sheet. We're gonna be doing the ACC first. So the ACC.
It's a 2-horse race
You think?
with a sprinkle of Drake May.
Okay. I mean, I think that's how you got to look at this, honestly. And there's the one horse that's been running it for 5 years now, 10 years maybe. How long has it been since Clemson didn't win the championship?
A few.
So actually, Clemson didn't win the championship in 2021, which is kind of shocking. But now that I think about it, I mean, after you lose Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, your team's probably going to be a little worse. And it was, and they did. They lost 3 games with DJ Ukulele or whatever, and Pittsburgh ended up winning it with Kenny Pickett and Jordan Addison, that team. But still staying in that area, Clemson won it in 2022 and then lost it in 2021. But before that, they'd won it the previous 6 years. And the team that won it the 3 years before that, 2012 to 2014, Florida State, who is going to be battling for it this year, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what people think at least.
Yeah, and it's obviously going to be a big game opening week. LSU, Florida State, yet again. Jordan Travis looked really good last year. I mean, kind of has some Heisman talks.
Oh,
kind of
big.
undervalued, but
Big Heisman talks. I would say undervalued. He's probably a top 5 favorite.
yeah. Well, I think anyone that's not Caleb Williams
Yeah.
feels like
It's a
feels like
stretch.
yeah. They all feel like underdogs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that base slid everywhere. My
They
God.
got them pop-out bases. Shout out Ty breaking his ankle on one back in the day.
Yeah, Little League World Series. You can't gamble on that. That sucks.
No.
But yeah, Clemson on the other hand, I mean, Dabo Show's still there. Garrett Riley at OC still. When is he going to get a head coaching job? We'll see. Maybe after this year. One thing about them, they do have the new quarterback, Cade Klubnik, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Kubnik. I don't think there's an L.
There's an L.
There is?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's Klubnik or Klubnik, whatever.
Klubnik then, yeah.
Good thrower of football. That's who it is.
Yeah, he good.
Yeah, he's actually good. And DJ, it felt like he was just the next Trevor, especially after that, what was it, Notre Dame game?
Notre Dame night game
He
on like a
crushed
Friday
him.
night.
Yeah, crushed him, and then never really panned out with Clemson. We'll be talking about him later. But Cade Klubnik does seem like he's going to be more of what they used to have, and still got Will Shipley around him. You still have Clemson, who, I mean, they're always going to be good. It seems like as long as Dabo's there, they're going to be good. And obviously in the ACC, not a very tough schedule. You get Duke, Charleston Southern, FAU. Big game that's going to matter is Florida State, and you get that at home.
Early, too.
Yeah.
Really
Week 4 at home. I mean, that right there, that essentially makes or breaks your season.
Yeah.
And if Florida State is coming off a win at LSU week 1, Florida State's probably a top 5 team by then.
Oh, without a doubt.
So that'll be a very interesting matchup. You do also have Notre Dame later in the year and North Carolina, but I don't really know if Notre Dame's going to even be good this year. Do they have Hartman?
They got Hartman. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that'll be good, but when are they ever going to fully achieve? They never will. But yeah, Clemson, Florida State, those do seem like the top dogs. You do got to mention North Carolina and Drake May, who looks like the surefire number 2 overall pick this year. And I mean, whenever you talk about the Heisman, another kind of dark horse guy, even though he's a top 5 draft pick almost guaranteed, it still feels like, I mean, North Carolina's not going to win a Heisman, right?
No shot.
That's how it feels.
No shot. Because
with the Heisman, you have to win games.
You have to win games. You have to be relevant throughout the entire season. They're going to factor in the fact that he's stat padding half the time, I would think, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just look at the stats. So,
and with North Carolina, I know you lost Josh Downs last year and as their top wide receiver. They're probably not the best at recruiting. Mac Brown's still running the show there.
Yeah.
So they'll be fun to watch. They put up like 50 points a game last year.
They probably got some portal guys, you know.
Yeah. Other teams in that conference, Louisville under Jeff Brom coming from Purdue.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be something to watch.
Back in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Because didn't he used to coach at Western? Or am I tripping? He coaches some red and white school somewhere.
I'll look.
Heck, it might have been Louisville.
No, I think he play at Louisville. He has some type of connection to Louisville. He played at Louisville, and he was Western Kentucky's head coach.
There you
go. So you're right on both.
Check me out, cuz.
He's also the Louisville Fire coach in 2002.
Dude went to high school in Louisville. He is Louisville.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he is Louisville. He is Louisville.
Forget Rick Pitino. He's Louisville.
And
where are the strippers at?
I also saw that their quarterback is a guy that played 3 years at Purdue and then went to Cal last year. And then now he transferred into Louisville to be back with Brom. So they already have that connection.
Well, that's okay. Malik Cunningham's going to win Bill Belichick's next Super Bowl one day. So
apparently, he might
gonna happen.
Might take out Mac Jones's job. Any other teams?
If he makes the roster, that tells us everything we need to know.
He's going to make the roster.
He'd be QB3. He's going to carry a vet.
Maybe better than Zappy.
Zuppy?
No, Brian Hoyer's
Samsonite.
gone. They ain't got no more vets.
Yeah, true.
They're all retiring.
Hoyer went to L.A. or Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
I have nothing to say about the ACC.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hate to be that way, but there's nothing to say. Anything good, at least.
Yeah.
Who you got winning?
I got Florida State.
That's who I got as well. I think Clemson. I feel like so much of their success has been on quarterback play. Deshaun Watson, Taj Boyd, freaking Trevor Lawrence, that they're going to have to hope Klubnik's the real deal. And he showed flashes last year, I remember. But we saw what happened when Ugalagale had to go actually play,
Yeah,
people
it's
figured it out
different.
quickly.
It's different coming in off the bench and kind of
nobody being prepared.
You don't have the pressure behind you.
Yeah, homeboy's got film out there now.
Yeah, you have film. You have this year and months of coming in and everyone knowing Cade Klubnik is the quarterback at Clemson.
Yeah.
We have to watch out for him. Will Shipley's like 35. He's the new
35.
He's the new Stetson Bennett, I guess. He's going to be, hard worker, hard head.
The running back number 1?
Yeah.
Dang.
Lunch pill guy, so we'll see how that goes.
Hard nose. Really stick it in there.
Good IQ at running back.
High IQ, baby.
He's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for the ACC. Nothing else I really care to talk about. I think Peyton has Clemson winning it, but he said North Carolina would not surprise me. So he's writing off Florida State.
Because he's saying they're going to get beat week 1.
And they probably will.
I
but,
hope. For our sake.
So what is that matchup right now? What's the rankings?
8-5.
8-5, LSU 5?
Top 10 freaking matchup week 1 for us, yes.
If either team loses, do they drop out the top 10?
No.
See, I think that right there.
I don't think you can drop them out immediately because, it's week 1.
Well, I think it's.
I hate saying that, but it's week 1.
Also, whoever wins that probably jumps top 3.
No, they'll probably just leave them.
If LSU's at 5 and they beat the number 8 team,
then you got to ask who are they jumping and all that crap.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I hate college football rankings.
Let's move on. Big 10. And they are still 10 this year. Are they going to rename next year?
No shot.
It should be the Big 10 and have
Big
12, 16
Big 12's
teams.
had more than 12 for a while now, I think.
Oh, they have 16 this year.
Yeah, I think they've had more than 12, but they said they're going to keep it as the 12.
Why not? Who cares
weird.
about numbers? Big 10. You got Ohio State, you got Michigan, and I think you kind of have an underrated Penn State this year. I'm really high on Penn State. Are you choking because you hate them that
saliva.
much? Yeah, okay. That's how
Choke,
Penn State
I
chokes
choke
every
thinking
year.
about Joe Paterno and Sandusky.
Yeah,
I know nothing about Penn State. I ain't getting time to look them up, but I know they're supposed to be good. I think Brandon Walker actually said he's really high on them this year.
Oh, biggest
like
thing
he's
for
got
me,
them in the college football playoff.
Yeah, biggest thing for me is I watched a decent amount of Penn State last year because I always was betting their unders.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always betting their unders because of Sean Clifford.
Yes.
Sean Clifford's the kind
Sucks.
of he's a college quarterback.
Yep.
He's the kind of undersized, probably from Texas.
Danny Etling.
Yeah. He's not a really good thrower, but he's smart and he makes the right plays. He's not gonna lose you a game, but at the same time, you have to play so conservative. You have to be this run heavy team, rely on your defense. They played old school football last year. Now they got Drew Eller, is it Aller? Yes, Drew Aller, Allar. A weird last name.
What is he?
Not Allah. What'd you say?
What is he?
What do you mean?
Not race. Jesus. Not religion.
White.
Thing. Grade.
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yes.
Good.
He played a little bit last year when Clifford got banged up, but never really got the full go at it. But he actually has arm potential, which is something that it doesn't feel like a Penn State quarterback has ever had.
So it's Trace McSorley, baby.
Hackenberg.
Crap, Hackenberg. Remember that little stint he had with the Saints?
Yeah. Hackenberg is a legend.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, I think Aller's going to be kind of a breath of fresh air to Penn State and kind of usher in a new kind of era if they let them air it out. I know they're bringing back some receivers. They're bringing back their top running back. I mean, I think Penn State. It feels like they're just waiting to have that year.
You know,
I mean, they've been so close so many times where they slip up 1 or 2 games, but I think they want that year, and sometimes it takes that new quarterback coming in and kind of changing everything. We saw it with LSU. We ran the Etlings and the Mettenbergs and the Jarrett Lees forever.
Just ran them out there, back and forth.
Yeah, and then we played run game. We want to hold you under 20. We want to play defense. Like, at some point, you have to bring in Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to change everything. And
son.
You have to bring in Joe Brady.
Michigan has to go to Happy Valley.
Yep. That's one reason I like Penn State a lot is because
day game, though. That's so stupid. I would be pissed. That's that freaking Fox crap. That's that Fox big game of the week. They play it at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
on Saturday morning.
There's gonna be gray clouds in the sky.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little nip out there. You know,
there's not gonna be an ounce of sunshine.
No, gosh, I hate that, Clay.
They do, on the other hand, have to go to Ohio State.
Yeah,
that is tough.
thing.
But I think everybody's down more on Ohio State than they are Michigan.
Yeah.
Which Ohio State's still number 3, but Penn State's schedule I like a lot. Like you said, Michigan goes to Happy Valley, which, mean, besides Tiger Stadium, is there another place it's tougher to play at?
Happy Valley in a whiteout game. That's all I know.
Yeah, that. I mean, the big house is obviously
People say it's the
tough.
loudest.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun watching them play there. They also get Iowa there, which is their only other ranked matchup besides Ohio State and Michigan. So maybe a trap game at Maryland. Tuwali.
Yeah.
Hey, Tuwali's good. Tuwali's probably the best quarterback in the conference.
Dude, he turned down over like $1.5 million from the SEC.
From Bama.
Yeah, exactly, from Bama. Let's rephrase it. It was from a school in Alabama.
That's true.
It could have been Auburn.
Other notes from the Big Ten, it feels like, which is different from the ACC, where you're dominated by the Jordan Travis, Drake May, Cade Klubnik, and the Pac-12 even more so, which we'll talk about them later, where they're dominated by their quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like the Big Ten has the others. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., who is
stud,
very likely
number 2 overall pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like top 3 type pick, where he's going to be in a no doubt type of guy. And then you also have Blake Corum, who was he a Heisman finalist?
I don't think
he
so.
should have been, but then he got hurt. Like something happened.
He got hurt before the Ohio State game because they beat Ohio State without him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He was incredible last year. Great running back.
See, that's the thing. Michigan's returning so much.
J.J. McCarthy's still there.
Exactly. They're returning so much for a team that made it to the college football playoff.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what's weighing heavy in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if we're being quite honest, who has the best coach in the conference?
Yeah, I mean
Michigan.
Harbaugh's definitely better than
Ryan Day. I think Ryan Day's the most overrated
I'll
coach
take
in college
Franklin
football.
over Ryan Day.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think Ryan Day has pissed away so much talent.
Well, and another thing with Ohio State, you do have Marvin Harrison Jr., you do have Ibuka, I believe is the second string guy.
That's the dude's like 30, ain't he?
I don't know. He's going to be like a first-round draft pick just because.
He got hurt or something, then got back, and then got hurt again.
I mean, they're wide receiver U. They breed them.
So do we.
But at quarterback, they have, I believe it's Cade McCord, who hasn't really had the reps.
This is like the first time we've not known the next man.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You know, like we've always known who was next up.
Yeah. Cardinal Jones goes down, you bring in J.T. Barrett. You bring in Dwayne Haskins.
Let me rephrase that. We've always, like, it's always been a big name dude that was a household name.
Yeah.
This guy was probably a top freaking 10.
Oh, he's probably
recruit.
the best quarterback in the country when he got recruited.
But like, I didn't know his name.
No.
You know, I didn't have a clue.
No, it's not.
I knew Cade Klubnik because he had to play. But
it's not.
I'm gonna look up
Justin
what he was
Fields is leaving. Oh, C.J. Stroud's going to come in.
Yeah,
it's C.J. Stroud just left. Cade McCord's coming in.
Who that?
And it's so weird because not only at Ohio State are you saying that this year, you're saying that at Georgia, you're saying that at Bama.
Well, Georgia's just buying their time till old boy graduates from high school this year and goes down there and wrecks what next year. They have the number 1 recruit.
They did?
Number 1 quarterback. Yeah, he's coming after this year.
But it's so weird looking at that, which it almost...
Dylan Raiola. He's from Georgia, too.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah.
He's going to be really freaking good.
Yeah. It is so weird, though, seeing those teams like that, because like you said, for so long we just known...
Always known.
We know that next guy's just waiting.
And it started with Braxton Miller.
Yeah.
It was Braxton Miller. It was J.T. Barrett. It was Cordell Jones. It was Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
It was Justin Fields.
Uh-huh.
It was C.J. Stroud.
There's so much talent that's came in at quarterback there.
Could have been Joe Burrow. Thank God
none of it really succeeded in the NFL or anything, but they were all great quarterbacks for college.
Not yet. Oh, my God. That Drew L.R., he was the number 1 quarterback in the nation out of high school.
He's legit.
Good for him. Good for them, man. Who's the guy?
Cade McCord or something like that.
Okay, well, 2022's quarterback was Devin
I think
Brown.
he's a junior.
Oh.
Let me see. Kyle McCord. He's a junior.
I've heard of him.
He's a junior. He's played. I think he had a game against Akron his freshman year that they said he played. He had 319 yards against Akron.
He was the number 8 quarterback.
Number 8.
What's that noise?
You hear that? Yeah, that was a video playing on ESPN. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how that's going to work. I wouldn't be shocked if it worked freaking great just because they're
Wouldn't be
Ohio
shocked
State.
at all. It's a great system, but Ryan Day is probably the only coach in coaching history to have like 10 losses and like 80-something wins and be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Like, dude ain't won a playoff game, I don't think. I don't think he's had a shot at a natty.
There's someone from Ohio State that left. It's not Brian Hartline, but
you're thinking of Finkel.
No,
Luke Fickell.
No, I thought there was one of their coaches I thought that left.
My bad. Ryan Day's 45-6, and he deserves to probably be fired if they don't win the national championship.
45-6.
He deserves every piece of heat coming at him.
Yeah.
Every piece of it.
Speaking of Luke Fickell, at Wisconsin now.
Dude,
Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this.
I'm excited to see new football.
Yeah, that's the thing. Luke Fickell is going to come in, and we're not playing Wisconsin ball anymore.
I'll tell you this. I was on TikTok earlier. Mm-hmm. Wisconsin football came on my For You page. I follow a lot of football teams because I like seeing behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Wisconsin comes up. They're in like their meeting room or whatever. Somebody's singing for the team or whatever. It still looks like Wisconsin if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
They're very white.
That's the problem. And what has Fickell always had? He's always had a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
So
he's had Sauce Gardner on the other side.
Yeah, like he's had a high-powered offense at Cincinnati, Ohio State. Not to be stereotypical or semi-racist towards my own race, but you ain't gonna get that from them.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well, but you do have the running back, Braylon Allen, who's been dominating since he was like 17.
Which they've always had a running back. Though.
Yeah.
They always have.
Yeah, I think.
Starting back with John Clay.
Yeah. You bring in Tanner Mordecai, though, SMU quarterback, who lit it up.
Yeah, but who's he throwing it to? That's the only problem.
That's true. That's true. But whenever you have a guy that's thrown for 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
But I mean, he's throwing to them Dallas kids out there. That's different.
Let's see what we got. We got Quincy Burrows from Jacksonville. It's a freshman.
Go to their stats from last year, which I know it's
football.
It's probably not. That's probably different. So they didn't throw it last year. Probably leading receiver, 47 catches.
Chimere Dyke from Wisconsin. No, he's a senior. He's there.
He's not a senior last year?
Nuh-uh. Skylar Bell, sophomore from New York, from the Bronx. Had 5 touchdowns. I think they're going to be very different from Wisconsin style. I do think Braylon Allen's still going to be dominant, as he's been essentially since he stepped in. But I think we're done with the Graham Mertz and the Jack Cohn.
Yeah.
Who else is around
good
there?
for them for finally stepping out their comfort zone and going after somebody like this with Fickell. Fickell's a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
Like, he was rumored to come to LSU a few years ago.
I'm very excited.
I was not upset about that rumor,
yeah.
So.
And it's very interesting to see how it'll play out with him, like, not coaching Ohio State whenever it's been rumored for him to go there for so long because he was a coach there forever, played there.
Let's see what happens after Homeboy gets fired after this year.
But do you just leave Wisconsin like that?
No, it'll be Brian Hartline, but he's going to be rumored to go back as he should. But it's
I don't think he'd do that though.
I don't think he will either. I'm shocked he left Cincinnati.
I'd say especially after he stayed in Cincy so long.
But I think he finally realized he kind of run its course.
Yeah, and
he's done everything. He made it to the freaking playoffs.
Going to the Big 12, he kind of lost the.
Oh, he wanted to be a big fish in a little pond.
It was a good time to step out and kind of reset.
Yeah,
very excited to watch Wisconsin.
It was a respectful decision to leave at that point.
Yeah, definitely. Also, another coach, you've got Matt Rule at Nebraska, coming from the NFL and the Panthers. Don't know how this is going to go, but they can't be any worse, right? I mean, they have to take some type of step forward, and Matt Rule maybe is the guy to do it.
I forgot he went there.
Yeah. I mean, a very big name. He signed a long deal, I'm pretty sure, like 10 years or something.
All college coaches do that crap, though, man.
That's true.
He'll be gone in 3 if things go the way he plans on them going.
Yeah.
Which I think he's more of a college coach anyway, it seems
absolutely.
like.
Yeah, he ain't going back to the NFL. Other
he would be a guy.
storylines.
He'd be a guy to see go to Ohio State.
Matt Rule, you think?
Think about what he did with RG3.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he's got the high-power offense in his blood, but I think Brian Hartline, everybody knows he's next man up there.
Yeah.
So
As I
next year.
mentioned, though, Tuwali's at Maryland. They were fun to watch last year.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be solid, and they also have a very favorable schedule. Let me see where they at.
Whatever happened to Rakeem Jarrett? Is he still there?
He's in the NFL
Really?
somewhere.
I hope he sucks.
This is their first 5. You got Towson, Charlotte, Virginia. Win, win, win. All at home as well. Then you go to Michigan State, who sucks. Might be the worst team in the Big Ten this year, not named Northwestern.
Yeah, that guy's going to get fired.
Yeah. At Michigan State, then versus Indiana, who's not very good this year.
Mel Tucker, that's his name.
Yeah. So you're looking at 5-0 for Maryland, and then you go to Ohio State. Yes, that's a loss, but it always feels like Maryland gives them a tough time every now and then.
Who does Ohio? So they don't have no bye, so that sucks. Who do they have? Who does Ohio State have before?
Oh, trying to see if it's a
Trap game.
Yeah, they might have Penn State.
I love me some trap games.
No, they have a bye before Maryland.
They coming off of Notre Dame, they play Purdue the next. So it's not like they're going to be able to look ahead.
Yeah, not looking
That
over them or
sucks.
nothing.
No, then Ohio State will probably boat race them.
Maybe, but it's still going to be probably Maryland coming in 5-0 in a very big game, and then the next 2 games, Illinois is going to be down this year. Northwestern's barely a football team.
Northwestern has their problems.
You're very realistically looking at 7-1 heading to Penn State, or Penn State heading to Maryland.
Rakeem Jarrett had 3 catches for 84 yards the other day, so yeah, he's probably doing well. He's in Tampa.
But yeah, I mean, I think Maryland's going to be sneaky to watch. You get Penn State and Michigan at home. That's very good. You're not going to beat either of them probably, but still, you'd rather have them at home for the shot at it. Then the last thing, Iowa, the other team that's probably fighting Wisconsin in the West.
Yeah.
They have some gambling issues, apparently. They just had a player, you saw they lost their D tackle today.
Dude, they're going to be watched so closely. I didn't know gambling was legal in Iowa.
No.
Didn't have a clue. I also forget Iowa's a state sometimes.
Their D tackle got suspended for the year.
Why?
Starting D tackle.
Why can't they even out these schools, man?
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like,
if Maryland was in the West, they'd have a shot at the West, I think. Or they'd be okay at least. Now they're in 4th.
Why can't we move? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm fidgeting. Why can't we move freaking Michigan over to the West?
Yeah, why is Michigan not in the West?
Well, then you'd have to move Michigan State, I guess, technically.
But isn't Michigan and Michigan State both further west than Purdue?
I don't know what state Purdue's in. Is it
Indiana.
Illinois or Indiana?
Indiana.
Well, crap. Why ain't they with Indiana?
Exactly.
Move Michigan for Purdue. That's a good balance of power. Put Purdue over there. They're a good team still.
And, well, screw it. Split Michigan and
Ohio State.
Well, no, split Michigan and Michigan State, and then make Michigan State their protected rival, like LSU
Can't
Florida.
do that.
Why not?
You got to have Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like,
who cares about Michigan State, though?
Yeah, screw them. Move Michigan. Make Ohio State the protected rival.
You can probably move Illinois or Northwestern. That's in Chicago.
Something, dude. That's so dumb, though. They're gonna have to realign soon anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to
once
say,
they get USC,
you got to bring in 4 freaking West Coast teams.
So shuffle. Crap, they might move deadgum. Wisconsin over there because Wisconsin.
Oh, no,
it's attached to Michigan.
Are they about to go away from conferences? I think they are. They
need to.
Right?
They need to.
If so, that'll be great.
Who else does that?
Who doesn't
Big
have
12?
conference? Big 12.
Big 12. That's it.
And probably soon SEC.
Pack.
Is SEC doing it next year? I forget what they decided.
They haven't said anything. I don't think
they got to be going away.
That's
we would already know who's leaving the West.
Yeah, that's a Peyton question.
Yeah. Let's move on though. Who do you got in this?
I got Michigan because
they're
returning pretty much everything.
I'm going bold.
I think.
I'm going Penn State. Why not?
I mean, why
be
not?
different?
Yeah.
So we all know Ohio State will win it. Let's go to the Big 12. Let's see. Big 12. So big storylines. Texas is back. Right?
I'm sorry. Yes, Texas is back.
Texas is back.
I got tagged by Buddy. Said the Braves broadcast should be electric tonight. Yeah, it should.
Texas is back.
Dude, yeah, Texas. Yeah.
You think they're back?
I mean, I think Oklahoma's horrible.
I think Oklahoma's going to be solid this year. Which I saw they were 122 out of 131 on defense last year under Brett Venables. There's no way they can be worse. They got to be better.
Like, I don't get – I need to write down the timestamp. I don't know how you hire, first off,
a defensive coach in the Big 12.
Coach in the Big 12, which now it's going to go to the SEC. Dude, they're going to get embarrassed.
Yeah, they will.
In the SEC.
Probably so.
So will Texas.
Probably so.
But it's okay.
Yeah. But, Oklahoma does have Dylan Gabriel.
Is he still there? I wasn't sure. Because,
Still
all right,
there.
I looked him up, and it said senior on ESPN. But I didn't know if that was for last year or this year.
Still there.
All right, well, never mind. I respect him.
Like his 6th year.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
I wonder,
if anybody deserves a 6th year, he does.
does he get to play UCF?
That would be
He does.
full circle
At
moment
Oklahoma.
for that kid. Oh, that sucks. I wish they'd played it at UCF. Good for him, though, man.
That would be very cool. They get to play all the
make
new
sure
teams.
I tune in for that.
BYU,
Well, Clay, there's
UCF,
probably only 8 teams.
Cincinnati. No, there's 16.
Oh yeah, you said that earlier.
It's a mega conference.
Yeah, I don't think Oklahoma's gonna be any good. That's just me.
I mean, I don't think they can't be worse than what they were last year. Would they
No.
win 6 games maybe? I
It was
think
bad.
I think they might be the second best in the Big 12.
I think TCU takes a big step back.
I don't think TCU's ranked at the end of the year.
But this is how I think about it. Sonny Dykes is their head coach. Next,
yes. And they don't have the magical quarterback or wide receiver.
they don't have. Where's Max Duggan at?
San Diego?
I want a flyer on him in New Orleans.
I think he's in San Diego.
I want him. Well, since San Diego's not a team,
Los Angeles. 'Cause I think him and Johnston are together.
that's cool then.
I might be wrong, though.
I liked him, dude. He was so good.
Kansas State lost Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, and they're Kansas State.
But they're going to be well coached. They're going to be hanging around.
Who is their coach?
I
It's not
forget his
Schneider.
name. But it's one of them guys,
Yeah.
Kansas got
Old boy
Jalen
come
Daniels.
back. He came back.
He's there.
Good for him.
I think he's the favorite to win the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year.
I'll tell you somebody to watch. BYU.
You think?
They're always somehow salty.
Yeah.
Like they're just always salty, dude. And I think there's a lot of mediocre, and that's what's gonna make Texas look good.
Yeah.
But I could also see Texas losing some games they shouldn't lose.
And that's Texas.
I could see their conference champion, and I'm not gonna lie, I do see their conference champion being a 2-loss team.
So you don't think you're getting a Big 12 team in the playoff?
Nope.
I mean, looking at Texas' schedule, obviously Bama at Bama. That's going to be a huge
That's
game.
a loss.
Huge game. Then you get Oklahoma at home, but I mean, I don't think home or away even matters in those games.
They play at Jerry's World. Oh, no, they play at the Cotton Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
the
true.
old Cotton Bowl. No, or do they play in Jerry's World now?
I think it's the Cotton
Surely
Bowl.
they play in the old Cotton Bowl.
I think
Surely.
so. You get Kansas State at home.
I mean, I look at Houston, dude.
At
Houston's
TCU.
always good.
Yeah, Houston always finds a way to be solid.
Dave Aranda at freaking Baylor. He's going to do something.
Yeah,
He's going to make them work for it. Like
Kansas the week before Oklahoma.
Yeah, like I think Alabama's a guaranteed loss that early.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Texas
But
has.
at the same time,
I don't think Bama's going to be that great.
well, Texas has Ewers who has been there.
Yeah.
Bama's going to be still figuring out the quarterback.
But them having to go to Bama, that's the big thing.
That is true.
At nighttime, it's a good stadium environment whenever Bama's rolling and playing at night.
Yeah.
But then you got so many games, man, that I could just see them losing. Like you're starting off basically with one loss after the second week,
Yeah.
so you're already handicapped, and like
You're wanting them to go perfect the rest of the way.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Iowa State. You could lose to Iowa State.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell's still there, right?
Yeah.
They have gambling problems, but he's also a phenomenal coach.
Texas
He's probably
Tech.
a top 10 coach in the country.
I wouldn't be shocked if Texas loses any of their Big 12 games.
That's the thing. Like the Big 12, they're all the same.
Yeah.
You know,
Except
like
Texas should be a little bit better, but they never are.
They never are. Exactly. They're going to have the best quarterback.
Now, Oklahoma, when they were a couple years ago, they were better.
Yes.
They would run the table.
Yes,
When you had Baker,
absolutely.
Kyler, Hurts, all them.
Yeah, like high-powered offense, terrible defense, but they could outscore anybody.
But Texas
ain't got that.
Texas is still Texas until they do it, until they show us different.
Yeah, they got to prove me wrong.
Other news in the Big 12, as I said, you bring in the new schools. Be very interesting to see where they finish.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, you have the quarterbacks, Quinn Ewers coming in, who Colin Cowherd said on the herd that
That's your former Ohio State guy. That was supposed to be the next one.
who?
Quinn Ewers.
Oh yeah,
He was
Forgot about
supposed to be
that.
after CJ.
Well, didn't he? He like recommitted and reclassified.
He
and
reclassified
stuff.
to
Went-
go sit out.
Yeah, to be like 17 on campus.
Yeah.
pretty much. He said Ewers is going to lose the job early to Arch.
No shot. They're not going to ruin that boy that quickly.
And thanks to Joel Klatt for saying Arch Manning played small school Louisiana football. He's not ready.
People have said he's looked good, though, in practice.
I don't give a crap. He sucks.
I think he's going to suck, too, but
He's still going to be a first-round pick somehow.
Oh, absolutely. He's great at reading the offense, running the offense, reading the defense.
Very smart player.
I just don't see them doing that. I wouldn't do it personally.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it's a lost season,
And
you don't want to ruin
Ewers
that
is
kid.
too good to just throw out like that.
Like, he didn't look bad whenever
He's
he played
probably
most
going
of
to
the
end up
time.
being a first-round pick.
Yeah, he's got arm talent. He's the best quarterback in the the conference.
Yeah.
You know, which ain't saying a lot, but still.
So predictions.
I got Texas.
Yeah.
I always say all that, but yeah, we got Texas.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Have we agreed on every? No, you did Penn State.
Yeah. Moving on to our last one, which
No, it's not.
I mean, our last one before the real one.
This will be quick.
Oh, Peyton had Ohio State as actually for the Big Ten.
Really?
He said that or Ryan Day's seat will be burning.
No, it's either that or Ryan Day's at the house next year, taking a year off.
Moving on to our favorite conference.
And he's going to be running out of Rogaine.
The
to
last
dye his
year, the
beard.
last year of it, got the sticker on the fridge.
R.I.P.
The Pac-12.
R.I.P. to the PAC.
We gotta cherish this year. We gotta cherish it.
Got to enjoy
And
the Pac-12
I think,
after dark.
I think we're going off on a great year.
You really do.
I think it's gonna be a great year of Pac-12 football. There are so many fun teams, and I saw Arizona State. Their top quarterback commit that they got, starting quarterback, freshman. Like, why not? Let's have some fun this year.
Might as well.
But I mean, in the Pac-12, obviously you get Caleb Williams, who is the most surefire thing since, besides Trevor, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, Trevor, and him are the best since Andrew Luck.
Yeah, and then
I still like saying since Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
give that man his respect. You know, we need to still use that terminology. You know,
hey, Trevor ain't proved me crap yet. So
bull crap. He looked amazing last year. You know he did.
Doug
You're such a
Peterson.
hater.
Is USC back? Are they the USC of the past?
No,
You don't think?
defense is horrible.
You were a USC believer last year.
I bet USC every week. I mean, I think they're going to be the best offense in the country almost, but I don't think they're going to win the conference. I'll say that right now.
Okay. Who you liking?
Washington.
Okay. Michael Penix.
Yep. I love me some Michael Penix.
I mean,
love his butt.
as I
dude.
just said, Pac-12 is about to be so fun. You look right here.
They got 5 teams in the top 25,
In
and
the
they're
top-
getting rid of the
in the top
dead-gum
20.
conference.
In the top 20.
Top 18.
You
And they're getting rid of the conference.
You got USC at 6, Washington at 10, Utah at 14.
God, I
who-
can't wait to gamble.
Utah always gets overlooked.
Yes.
Oregon at 15, Oregon State at 18.
What's my guy from Wazoo's name, Chloe? What's my quarterback? Ware?
Is he still there?
Cameron Ware?
From Incarnate Word? He's
Yes.
got to be gone.
No shot.
He's there, Cameron Ward.
Son.
What about the receiver?
Little white fella.
I
He's
think
number
he's
like
gone.
89 or something.
I think he's gone.
That sucks.
That was like his best
It
friend.
ain't going to matter.
They're still going to put up points.
Heck yeah.
What was his name? Robert Farrell.
Farrell.
Yep, he's gone. That's
12.
12. But does he return as top receiver? Nope, he's at Oklahoma State.
Huh.
But you do have Cameron Ward back with Washington
That's
State,
gonna be
who's going to
awesome.
put up points,
Yeah.
as
they
we all
are.
know and love.
Bet the over, baby.
Absolutely. You get prime time in Colorado. It'll at least make the games worth watching,
Yeah.
just to see what happens. And it's not like they don't have
I'm
talent.
going to tell you, they're going to be on TV.
It's not like they don't have talent. Like they got the talent to win these games.
They've got names, yeah.
As I just mentioned, Arizona State's going to be rocking a freshman quarterback that's highly touted. Arizona, they got Jacob Cowling.
Is Rich Rodriguez out there at Arizona State?
I think is he not in Jacksonville State?
That's where he's at. Never mind.
He's coming
Wrong
to
side of
Tech
the
this
country.
year. And then UCLA.
Well, he used to coach at ULM.
Yeah, UCLA. I don't know what. I'm not
Dorian
really sure
Thompson Robinson has looked phenomenal in the preseason.
Yes, he has.
People have loved him.
Yes, he has. Oh yeah, they got this guy.
Shillelagh?
He's Kent State's quarterback last year.
Who's predicted their over-under for wins is 2.5.
Yes.
Which feels like criminally
because
low.
their quarterback, like all their receivers, their running back, all of them left, and their head coach is Colorado's OC.
Makes sense.
So they lost
I
everything.
saw that earlier, and I was like, man, I remember betting them sometimes
Oh, yeah.
last year.
Their entire starting 11 is gone from offense.
I was like, 2.5? That's a freaking layup.
How many times does a starting 11
That's
of
hilarious.
offense leave?
Is that
And
factual?
a new head coach.
Is that factual?
Yes.
Really?
Because I looked up why it's 2.5 because I'm like, I like Kent State. It's the
Yeah.
MAC.
They're always like the best MAC team.
Yeah.
You can get off of UCLA. They suck.
Well, I was just wondering why their win total is like 8.5.
Ugh.
It's high.
I don't know why. Charbonnet left, and so did
DTR's gone, yeah. But the quarterbacks, as I mentioned earlier with the ACC, it really tells a story in the Pac-12. You've got Caleb Williams, Michael Penix Jr., who, I mean, I remember, what was it, the COVID year in Indiana where he was just great and with a random Indiana
was
team.
good
Yeah,
at that point.
because of him.
They beat Ohio State that year.
Yeah.
They beat Ohio State that year.
But he always felt like he was just this college quarterback. Now he's like a legit,
he's going to be a first-round pick.
yeah, legit NFL prospect, which is insane. Another guy like that, Bo Nix. Bo Nix at Auburn, the kind of college quarterback we've been talking about the whole episode. Maybe 2,000 yards. He'll throw about 15 picks and 14 touchdowns. And he just he sucks, but at the same time, he keeps his job. He goes to Oregon, he becomes a legit quarterback.
It's almost like he got better coaching when he went to Oregon.
Yeah, he went to a team that likes to run real offense.
Yeah, they're running the up-to-date offense crap, which Auburn used to. I wonder what he would have looked like playing for Gus Malzahn.
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn probably would have been better for him. Think about the Marshall kid.
Yeah.
Or the Nick Marshall kid.
Nick Marshall.
Like Cam Newton. I'm not saying Bo Nix is Cam Newton, but I mean Bo Nix is going to be a Heisman finalist possibly.
And Bo Nix looks like he's sneaking into the back half of the first round.
He is. I'd take a flyer on him.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And then another name, DJ Ugalagale, whatever.
The freaking Pac-12 was like the quarterback conference this year. It's crazy.
DJ going to Oregon State, which is returning a lot. They were really good last year. You know, I love my boys from Corvallis.
It's Corvallis.
It's tough to win there. I'll tell you that. And then the other ranked team, Utah, Cameron
the
Rising.
defending freaking champs, aren't
Cameron
they?
Rising's coming back. His fourth year as a starter at Utah.
He's probably still concussed from that USC game.
Yeah. But, I mean, they got so much talent. It's going to be very fun to watch the
It's going to be an
Pac-12.
awesome year for them, man. It's going to be a good swan song.
Don't sleep on my boys from Corvallis. I'll just tell you that. Look at that schedule. You get Utah at home. You get UCLA at home. You get Washington at home.
Do they dodge USC?
They dodge USC this year.
Wow.
Their one tough road game is at Oregon. Last game
What's
of the
that?
year.
What's that game called?
The
Bedlam? No, that's Oklahoma State. That's got a name. The Battle of the Timbers or some junk.
It does.
Battle of the Pines, like
I can probably click on
Jonesboro and Winfield.
Crap, I don't know. It's something weird.
Yeah.
Battle for the tree
Starts
or
with
something.
a B. I'm gonna Google.
But Oregon State's gonna be very fun. Can't wait to watch them. The Pac-12 overall, we got to cherish it this year.
It's called the Civil War.
Civil War. That's it.
North versus South, baby. Yeah. Those two states weren't even states when the Civil War. Oh, it's one state. Stupid.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a state whenever the Civil War happened.
But yeah, the Pac-12 gonna be very fun. I can't wait to we got to cherish this Pac-12 because it's not even like they're going
Where's
to
everybody
the same
going?
conference. Everybody's going Big 12, and then half are going Big 12, half are going Big 10.
Oregon, UCLA, USC are all
Washington.
going, and Washington are going Big 10.
Yes.
Dude,
then-
that's going to be so fun.
And then Big 12 is going to be Utah, Colorado, Arizona State.
What about Oregon State?
They're just sitting there. The best team in the conference this year. They're just going to be sitting there.
Are you picking them to win the conference? Please tell me you're
No,
not. Thank
I'm
God.
not. I got USC winning the
USC?
conference.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I got Washington.
Okay. I want to pick Oregon State very badly.
This is how I look at it, okay?
I think DJ's taking a step.
USC, Caleb Williams could be the best player, probably.
Yeah.
Phenomenal offense.
Tackett,
Yeah, whatever. Washington,
fourth string on the
Washington's offense is going to be just as good as USC's, probably. Okay? Whose defense is going to be better?
Washington.
That's why I look at it. Whose defense should be better? You think USC.
Yeah.
But what do we know about
Riley.
Lincoln Riley? He don't care about no
Who's
defense.
Washington's coach? It's not Chris Peterson still, is
Yeah,
it?
it is.
No way.
I'm pretty sure he's still
I think
there.
he left. I think he just
If it ain't him, they replaced him with another Boise State head coach.
Peterson left in 17. It is now first year head coach. Casey DeBoer.
Where's he from? Fresno.
Oh no, it's his second year there. He was there
All right,
last
then
year.
I like it then
11
still.
2 last year.
Yeah. The guy after Peterson must have been the other one then.
Yeah, I think so. Who was it? Jimmy Lake? No?
They've gone Boise at some point
I thought they did, yeah.
because it felt like a little hotbed.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a very fun year for the Pac-12. I can't wait to just see how
Offense.
Yeah, see the offense. That's what
My
we watch
favorite
it
thing.
for. That is what we watch it for. Steve Sarkisian,
Yeah, that's where he got to start.
Marquise Tula-Laspo.
Guess
I thought they went.
Or
Boise
did
as
Boise State's head coach go to freaking Auburn? That's what it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
He brought that chick with him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, I got USC still winning it.
I got Washington. So
Offense runs everything. So now the good conference.
SEC.
Oh wait, hold up. One more question. Does a Pac-12 get a team in the CFP?
Not for me.
Okay.
Because I think yet again it's going to be one of those 1 or 2 loss teams. I don't think there's going to be a perfect from there.
I think USC might run the table.
If there's a perfect, they'll have to make it, obviously. But I don't. I
think USC is their only hope at it.
I do too. I don't see Washington being good enough to run it. I see Washington being good enough to get to the championship game and win it, though.
Yeah. Did you see that Caleb Williams stuff? Saying he might come back next year.
People are bad mouthing him a little bit right now, being like, "Dude, you're guaranteed you need to go." If I don't want to play for the Arizona Cardinals or whoever's the first pick, screw them. I ain't going.
And you live in L.A. You're the star quarterback for the Los Angeles college team, and you're going to be playing the Big Ten next year. Then a ton what he's getting paid now.
Yeah, dude, like
He's probably making. It's not. It's obviously not number one overall pick
Crazy, yeah.
NFL money, but he's probably making a lot.
I don't blame him one bit.
His first year salary would be about $8 million. I wouldn't be shocked if he's getting half of that at USC.
Oh, the freaking On3's got that out. I can look that up for you.
His NIL projections,
I think
that-
it's
that's
NIL
just-
factual.
and that's just what we know.
Yes, what's not not that special stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I don't blame him one bit. If I was him and I did not like who was going to be number 1 overall pick, screw it. I'll try it again next year.
If he's him, who does he want? Tampa? Like, does he want Tampa? Does he want Houston? Does he want? It's very weird. Or does he want just a team to lose their quarterback to an injury or something?
I would obviously, if I was him, I'd be hoping for that, But
Maybe
you
the
never
Saints.
Hey,
Go back to college. Give us one more year to suck, and then we'll be back.
Don't you get me on that right now.
We had the blueprint. We had the
did.
blueprint.
We sure did.
Let's move on to the SEC. So the SEC, biggest question: can Georgia lose?
I thought their schedule's like the easiest of all time, right?
It is. Which also listening to the herd, I understand now why it's that way.
All right, here you go, Clay. Bronny is number 1. Which
Is
is
Bronny even going to
stupid.
play this year?
I would hope not.
I don't know if he's been cleared.
He's going to do.
He's at the Drake concert.
Yeah, $6.1 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, Livy Dunn, number 2.
She does flips.
Yeah, $3.2 million.
Oh my God, Bronny.
Yeah, almost double. Arch Manning 2.9, and then Caleb Williams 2.6.
So 2.6, you get about 8 or 9 your first year in the NFL, and that's what we know.
Yes.
So
like to reiterate,
he's
that.
getting 4.
Yeah,
maybe
I would
5.
Imagine.
And he's getting to live for free, pay for nothing. He ain't paying for anything.
No.
In Los Angeles right now.
He's got a full ride, and he's getting whatever he wants when he wants.
He ain't in an apartment. Tell you that.
No, he's got a house on the freaking beach or something.
My Uncle Lincoln.
Uncle Lincoln.
But yeah, let's go to the SEC.
That's what he's going to do, Clay. Him and Lincoln going to be a package deal.
Hey, if Arizona would be the freaking team to do that. Cliff comes back.
Cliff comes back. And he takes over the USC reins like he was supposed to.
Or maybe Cliff came and told Caleb, hey, you don't want to go to Arizona.
Where did we find out he was coaching at? Is he at Bama?
Who, Cliff?
Yeah.
He's at USC.
That's right.
He's the QB coach.
That's where he's at.
So he came and told Caleb, you don't want to go there.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. That's what it is.
That makes too much sense.
That's it. You don't want to go to Arizona. It sucks there. I had a perfect house and I looked like I was living the life, but I wasn't.
Got all the females I wanted.
Yeah.
But man, we sucked.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's a jerk.
Yeah. So Georgia, I just saw they lost their running back today. This Branson Robinson guy who's like the top prospect.
Does that matter?
Out. Well, I think Cash Jones is going to take a step
Is
up.
that a white fella?
Look at this guy.
Oh, that's a joke.
Oh, Cash Jones, give me the ball. Did he? Oh, he had a touchdown last year. Wow.
Like a dead gum Make-A-Wish.
Like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that boy ugly.
But Georgia, will they lose? UT Martin, Ball State.
No.
Well, they
What did Colin Cowherd say?
They were supposed to play Oklahoma this year, but it had to get canceled.
Correct. That's right.
That's why. That's why their schedule sucks.
It still sucks regardless.
It does. It does.
Shout out Trenton Dilfer at UAB with Landry Liddy.
Yeah. South Carolina and Rattler, maybe. Probably not.
No, they're at home.
Yeah. At Auburn, Hugh Freeze, probably not.
Not this year.
Kentucky and
lost everybody.
Was it? No, they got the Leary kid from NC State.
That's right. I forgot about Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Dennis. That's
Dennis
the coach.
The actor.
That's the
He's the actor. He's the coach in draft day.
Draft day.
Devin
whatever.
Leary.
Forgot about him.
Kentucky probably not beating Georgia.
No.
At Vanderbilt, trap game.
Big time trap game.
Versus Florida.
The starters
probably going to suck.
Bus. Did you see Florida's over under?
Mm-mm.
5.5.
So bowl game or not?
That's crazy.
They sucked last year.
But still, like
Florida.
You would expect Florida to be Florida.
Yeah. Versus Missouri. Probably not. I think they did give them their toughest game last year. Versus Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin maybe.
Missouri was supposed to win that game
last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably not Ole Miss. At Tennessee, is Joe Milton going to be good? Who knows? And then at Georgia Tech, it looks like 12-0.
Yeah, Tennessee will be the test. By that time, I will say that's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
By that time, Nico going to be ready, and Nico be learning the offense or whoever the strong arm kid.
Florida's got Graham Mertz from Wisconsin.
It ain't going to matter. So I would watch out.
Is this kid? Did he ever get paid? Max Brown?
Is that the kid?
I think that's the one that. Oh wait, no, the Arizona State quarterback.
That's where he's at.
That's who it is.
Holy cow! Yeah,
that's
sure
who it is,
is.
and he's starting now. So good for him.
Good for him. I'm glad we don't have to see him.
Tennessee,
that's gonna be a tough game for them, man.
Who do you think is gonna be ready?
Nico.
Who's Nico?
The quarterback with the long ponytail.
Oh, this guy?
The long braid thing.
You think he's gonna take over for Joe?
Like, look at this dude.
He don't have a picture.
Look up Nico. Just type in Nico. He'll pop up.
He has long hair, yeah.
Like, look at this dude, man. He looks like a quarterback.
6'6", 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can throw it.
He came early last year, too.
Oh, and he's got a brother named Madden.
Yeah, he'll probably be good. He's going to be good, though, Clay.
You don't think Joe Milton's getting the full year?
That's the thing. Like I couldn't remember his name.
Joe Milton can throw the ball 75 yards.
Standing still, looking backwards. Whoever it is by that point, I think Nico's probably the better quarterback. But
They'll probably give him another year.
yeah, I would. But Joe Milton's supposed to have the best arm since freaking Jesus. So
Yeah. But yeah, looking around at the SEC, we all know about Georgia. We know what they're going to be. They're going to be great. What do they do with the quarterback situation? Who knows? Stetson has finally left after a decade, but they're still going to be Georgia. The defense probably won't give up 15 points this year. They're going to be dominant. Still got Brock Bowers, who's incredible.
why is he still there? Was he only a sophomore?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then looking at the other teams, LSU and Bama in the West look like they're going to be the odds-on favorites for that. It's all going to come down to that game in Tuscaloosa, like it always does.
Every year.
And then other teams, I will say this. I think there's a lot of interesting teams, like a lot of teams that might get 8 wins. Maybe like an Arkansas. You got KJ Jefferson, Rocket Sanders.
Still there.
Very fun offense still
Ole
there.
Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss, you got the Kiffin show.
Who's starting at quarterback for them?
I was going to mention that.
It's not Walker Howard, is it?
No.
It's Jackson Dart.
And Spencer Sanders from Oklahoma State.
That's
their
right.
starter.
Because Walker Howard transferred and made no sense. I remember that
Walker
now.
Howard left a third-string role to be a third-string role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Well, and I also don't know why Spencer Sanders went there. He's a senior going to Ole Miss to a team that has a solidified quarterback.
Yeah, I guess. He ain't going to be an NFL quarterback.
No, he's not. But
I guess
at
to
least
go
play
and-
in college.
Yeah. I guess he thought if he beat out Jackson Dart, that'd be a perfect offense to showcase his abilities.
It would be. And I don't know if they've announced it yet. I'm assuming Dart's going to keep his role. But, Sanders was a good quarterback for Oklahoma State. It'd be very interesting to watch that. A&M's got Petrino calling calls now.
Yeah, that's
on
right.
offense. Thank God, because Jimbo just could not do it. Auburn's got Hugh Freeze. Jake Crane is very excited. He called his shot.
Oh, he's extremely excited.
Year in advance. Who else do we have? Yeah, as I said, Kentucky with Devin Leary. Tennessee, Joe Milton. Can he actually it feels like he's getting all the opportunity in the world to become a good college quarterback. It just hasn't happened yet. And then South Carolina, Spencer Rattler. There's a lot of interesting things around the SEC, and we're going to be adding 2 more very interesting teams next year. So it's just different down here, right? It means more.
It means more.
It means more.
So who do you got? Coming out the East, obviously Georgia.
I got, out the East, Georgia, and then LSU out the West. I got LSU winning the conference.
I do too, Clay. And I feel like
it feels too good.
It feels right. Our biggest problem, though, is going to be our DBs, it sounds like. But Denver Harris is supposed to have finally gotten his crap together. Undoubtedly, he finally got to practice the other day.
String.
He was been away from the team for a couple weeks. he did something wrong, and what's his face said bye-bye.
Francoeur faced Quintana that many times?
I guess so.
That's crazy.
Kelly said bye-bye.
Yeah.
He sent him home for a couple of weeks, and he was back this Saturday. So that's going to be our biggest problem. The good thing about that is, Clay.
Or DBU.
Or DBU, first off. The other good thing is we're not going to play really any good quarterbacks.
Yeah. Bama does.
Besides Jordan Travis week 1.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, as long as
KJ Jefferson's going to be tough.
He ain't going to be slinging that mug.
He'll be tough.
But
Todd Ray's at Grambling.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's
Good
there.
for him.
Todd Ray's legitimately dressing out. Also, the Amit kid's there. Amani Gilmore. He came
Really?
back from Kentucky.
Or I thought that kid went to Mississippi State.
He went to Kentucky.
One of them went to Mississippi State too. They have multiple.
Yeah.
I think LSU can do it, dude. I really do.
Arkansas is going to be. It's at home at least. Oh, it's actually. Is that early in the year?
Arkansas, yeah.
Week 4?
It won't
something's
be
wrong there.
It won't be 14 degrees on a Saturday morning.
Why is it that early? It hasn't been in the past, has it?
No, that they've started rotating crap around
because
now,
it's
dude.
not like the end of the game.
It's
game
not
anymore.
the Texas A&M game now. They've made
is
Texas
stupid.
A&M last, but
I'd rather
undoubtedly
play
that's
A&M
how it
randomly.
used to be or something.
I don't care. Ole Miss will be tough at Ole Miss. I think if we get past Florida State, we got to beat Ole Miss, and then I think we're good. Ole Miss is gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough
at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing about there is I don't think they have like just like a well-known, just great environment. You know,
that's
like
true.
I don't think they have like a true like, oh
Home
crap,
field.
we got to play at Ole Miss this week.
Oh, and look at their schedule. They get Bama the week before.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're fine then.
At Bama as well.
We'll thump.
And
them.
they have at Tulane week 2.
We'll thump them, Clay. We're fine.
Missouri might be tough. Missouri's solid.
I
At
ain't worried about
Missouri.
Missouri. We got Mickey Wingo. Bama, man, that's it.
We have
And-
hold up. We have 4 away games.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, and a neutral.
Yeah, I guess so.
What? How?
I don't know. Freaking Georgia always plays like 1 away game, so screw them. How many true away games did they play last year? 1?
Georgia?
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2.
Yeah, probably 2.
They had a bunch of neutral sites.
Yeah. I think
It feels right, Clay.
it does. It feels like that year. Feels like that kind of year.
It feels right.
And whenever it feels right,
If something bad's gonna happen.
I'd say the other way. I think whenever it feels right for LSU, like whenever it feels right in the terms of we're not homers and it feels right.
Let's go, Marcel.
I think when it feels that way, it usually goes our way.
Like the thing. Oh, did that go in the dugout?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Like, cause think about it, the Burrow year, that second year,
that felt right after the Texas game.
well, yeah, but at the same time, it felt like we can win a championship.
Yeah, we're not irrational.
Back in 2011, it
Yeah.
felt like we got Tyron back. Like we know Tyron's legit. We can win a championship. We ended up losing it in the championship, but like the other years since then, like last year when we looked at the team, we were like maybe. And there's also been plenty of years where we've been like, yeah, we're going to win it all. But that's just us saying it as fans. That's us. I mean, that's us saying last year the Saints are going to win it all.
Yeah.
But this year actually feels different. It feels like it's one of those years where
We can do it.
we legitimately can win it all.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting. We're going to be talking way more about LSU next Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that.
So you got LSU.
And we'll have Peyton. Peyton will tell us about our fourth string long snapper.
Does he have LSU winning?
Peyton? Yeah.
I mean, you know how he is. Though.
It
He'll
does.
Be honest.
He does. He has them, so that's all that matters. If Peyton says it, it goes. And he didn't even for US. He had USC winning it. Oregon wouldn't surprise me. He just said LSU. He didn't say maybe Georgia. He said LSU.
I typed down just LSU.
All right, that is it for our Power 5 winners.
Go Tigers!
Feels
Do
really
we-
good.
Do we go undefeated?
Who
I say no.
do we lose to?
Somebody we're not supposed to.
I'm leaning yes.
I think we could lose week 1.
If we get past week 1, I'll start feeling better about it.
Oh, if we get past week 1, I'll say we'll
Ole
run the
Miss
table.
scares me. Ole Miss scares me.
I like them playing Bama before us, though.
Yeah, that's
lot.
true. That is true. Ole Miss scares me though. And then obviously Bama. But if we lose the Bama game, we're not making the playoffs. That's all. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on. Do you have your college football playoff predictions?
I got everything.
All right, let's
Bets
do
included.
those real quick.
Number 1, I got LSU.
Number 1 overall.
Yeah, if you win the SEC, you're more than likely going to be the number 1 seed.
That's true.
Whether or not we're undefeated or not. The second team I'm putting, I do think will be undefeated, and that's Michigan. I think they'll probably run the table because it's just the big.
So you're going to a 1-loss SEC?
It means more.
It's true. It's true. It means
more.
But it's also Michigan.
It means more. Number 3, I'm going to have Georgia because I think they'll run the table and then lose to us in the SEC championship game.
Okay.
So, and that's also, I don't think they'll make us play Georgia again.
Yeah.
You know? So either Georgia will be 3 or they'll be 4 and we'll be the opposite seeding. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's your
And-
last one? Double up Big Ten?
Penn State.
Oh, really?
It's the SEC Big Ten Invitational.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I don't think there's going to be a worthy team out of the ACC. I think if we beat Florida State
I don't
week
think there's
1.
going to be an undefeated team in the ACC.
No, and they've got to be undefeated. If we beat Florida State week 1, I think we break their spirits.
Yeah.
I think
well, yeah, but even if
then
we beat
they'll
them,
lose to freaking Clemson at that point.
or Duke or someone random,
Somebody stupid, or
Yeah.
Drake May. And then Clemson, they're always going to lose a game they probably shouldn't lose.
yeah, definitely.
That's who they are. A team I'm higher on than you are, Notre Dame. I could see them losing to Notre Dame.
Screw Notre Dame.
Have you looked at their schedule?
I mean, yeah, they play whoever they want, but
You'll hear about their bet in a minute.
okay.
You'll hear about theirs in a minute.
My number one overall seed. I'm going USC.
Really?
I'm going USC. I think this is the year they finally put it together. Defense can't be much worse.
It literally cannot be worse.
Caleb Williams, he's that kind of guy. He is, and we've seen that they can get really, really close to this stage.
I would not be shocked. I'll say that.
And I think they can run the table, and
That's the only one they get in.
Yeah, I think they can run the table, and I mean, as we already looked at, a very tough conference. They're going to have a heck of a resume.
Let's rephrase that. It's a tough conference right now, on paper.
I think it's just a tough conference.
The whole conference can crap their pants, and it could turn out to be really bad.
I mean, Washington, Utah, Oregon, they're always around. They're always going to be tough.
Yeah. But they always can lose games they're not supposed to because it's the Pac-12.
That's true.
Like, Wazoo can beat all those teams.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody would bat an eye. Did you see Stanford's over-under?
Yeah. It's like
2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what has happened?
It's crazy. But yeah, I got USC running the table, going number one, and then I got LSU at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I mean, as we just talked about, USC's got a tough schedule right now. I think USC's schedule is tougher than LSU's. I think if they both finish undefeated, USC has a better resume.
But it means more.
Because look at LSU's schedule.
It means more.
And if Florida State...
it's a very winnable schedule
if Florida
for us.
State loses more than 2 games,
yeah,
they're not that good. I mean, that doesn't look like a great win. If Bama's what we think they're going to be this year,
I mean, look
might
at
not be an amazing win.
Our road
best win's
games.
going to be Georgia.
Yeah. Our road games, Mississippi State, that's always a tough place to play.
Yeah.
That's what Ole Miss wishes they were. Ole Miss, I'm not scared playing in Ole Miss. They'll probably be a freaking 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock game anyway.
Yeah.
You know? Missouri, not worried. Then you got Bama. Like, we got Florida at home, which I know that don't mean nothing this year because Florida's going to suck, but it's still Florida. Got A&M at home. Got Auburn at home. Got Arkansas at home.
How many teams on LSU's schedule do you think are ranked at the end of the year?
Ole Miss, Bama, Mississippi State possibly could, honestly. Florida State.
Mississippi State's going to be down, though. Lost to Leach.
But they hired the guy that everybody wanted him to hire.
But
and he's a freaking firecracker.
You think about 4.
Florida State for sure. The guarantees Florida State, Ole Miss, Bama, and A&M.
You think A&M will still be ranked?
Yeah, who's their quarterback? I never even looked at
that Weigman guy.
Yeah, Connor. Yeah.
Connor. Looking at USC schedule, how many do you think will be ranked? Notre Dame, Utah,
Pac-12,
Washington, Oregon.
The Pac-12 is so much harder to predict, in my opinion.
But those 4 teams right there,
yeah, but
are going to be
ranked. They could still just fall off the face of the earth, man. Tomorrow,
maybe.
Like Utah, like they're always pretty good, but they could also be bad somehow. Like it's just how it goes. They're not going to just be.
They might be bad for 1 week, but if Utah loses more than 3 games, it's a shock.
Yeah.
I mean
USC, all 4.
USC also is.
I think they'll have 4.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, Utah, Washington, Oregon. Yeah.
And USC is also dodging Corvallis, which is very huge for their.
In your opinion, huh?
Yeah, I mean that right there is letting them be in the playoffs.
3. Penn State.
I got Penn State at 3,
and then 4 Georgia,
Michigan.
No Georgia.
But
it's Georgia.
Going 1 loss Michigan over 1 loss Georgia.
They'll never do that.
They won't.
They'll never do that.
They won't. Maybe it's a 2-loss Georgia. Something's got to go wrong in Georgia, right?
There's a midnight train to Georgia.
Bama didn't make it last year whenever it felt like they should. Ohio State made it over them. Wasn't that the same resumes? Or was Bama 2-loss?
I think Bama was a 2-loss because they lost to us and then somebody else late. That's how we got to get to the That's how we got in the. That's how we won the SEC West because we're both 2-loss teams. Because we lost to freaking Arkansas, right, on that Cole game.
Yeah,
we lost to Arkansas and we lost to, or was it just one?
Oh no!
Oh, don't you dare follow them.
Just clicked follow.
What is wrong with you? They lost to somebody.
Tennessee.
That's right. They lost to Tennessee. They lost to us. Who did we lose to?
We lost to LSU.
Arkansas.
We lost to Arkansas and then
That was it.
Florida
State, but
and then Georgia.
the midnight train to Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, and
A&M.
A&M. My God.
That's what it was.
4 losses.
Because if Bama would have lost to Ole Miss, like they were supposed to late that season, then we wouldn't have. It wouldn't have mattered what we did against A&M.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
We would have clinched it. That's what it was. We would have clinched it.
Yeah, and the Florida State loss was just, it didn't matter since it wasn't conference.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on. I don't know. Michigan, I think is gonna be really good. I think their one loss is gonna be Penn State.
So who you got winning the championship?
Winning it all?
Yeah.
It's LSU.
LSU, baby.
Right?
I got LSU over Georgia for the second time.
I got LSU over, I don't know, Michigan or USC.
USC.
Screw it. Give me USC. Why not?
Which I think would be the worst matchup for us.
Yeah, probably. Pac-12, baby.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're scoring 50.
Yeah, it's going to be the highest scored national championship of all time.
Yeah. All right, let's do our futures and let's get out of here. So I'll start off. So my number 5 future, why not? Give me Colorado over 3.5.
Jesus Lord.
Why not?
Mary.
Why not?
You want ping pong it?
Why not? Like it's Dion.
What's
prime
the odds?
time,
Like
baby.
minus like 140 or something?
Plus
to win 4 games.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Where's it at? It is plus 115 on FanDuel.
So they'll win week 3.
And on DraftKings.
They'll beat Colorado State.
You'll beat Colorado State. I think they get one of the first 2.
I think they'll beat Nebraska.
I think Colorado's going to be better at the beginning than they are at the end.
First home game against Nebraska.
Matt Rule.
Look at that ticket price.
I wouldn't be shocked if Colorado beats TCU.
They might.
Why
they
not?
Just got to go there. That's the only thing.
So what's
That's not
Fort
a bad-
Worth scare you?
That's not a bad college town.
I ain't scared of no Fort Worth.
I know, but still, it ain't bad.
Colorado might be 3-0.
Yeah,
and it would not be a very shock. Like they have the guys.
They beating Colorado State and Stanford. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, you're beating Colorado State and you're beating
probably
Stanford.
Arizona
and maybe Washington State.
Don't you say that?
Arizona State.
There you go. That makes more sense.
Arizona State, Stanford, Arizona, Washington State. Those are 4 winnable Pac-12 games. Then you have Nebraska, TCU, Colorado State. I think they get 2 of those.
It's possible.
That's 7 games right there that are winnable, and I'm not counting UCLA yet.
Yeah, which is extremely winnable.
Yes. And then, I mean, is Colorado just like, is Oregon good enough? Is USC, Oregon State, Utah?
That lady's got a Grambling hat on.
She does. Oh, the HBCU Classic.
Is it HBCU night? That's Brian McCann, class.
Yeah.
A freaking legend.
Dang,
I loved him. It's possible. I'm not gonna lie. It's possible.
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5. And it's
just
prime time.
It's
like,
just the fact that we don't know. That's all it is.
they have the talent. They have Travis Hunter.
Do they have the talent though?
They do. They do.
We know they got Shadur and they got
Shadur
and Travis. That's all we know.
That's all you need.
Okay.
That's all you need. Travis might. He's going to be Tyron.
Yeah. All right. That's what we thought Jabril Peppers was going to be as well.
I love Jabril.
Yeah, he's had a good little career. Number 5 for me, I got LSU to win the SEC West, and that's plus 200.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I looked at that. I will be betting that. I didn't put it on mine because I felt like you would have it.
Yep.
I mean, plus 200.
That's just like, please bet me.
Yeah.
All right.
My number 4, I've got Maryland over 7.5. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Love their schedule. Where are we at? I think they start off, 5-0? Yes. Towson, win. Charlotte, win. Virginia, win. All 3 in Maryland. Give me the wins. At Michigan State and Mel Tucker, they suck. Give me Michigan. Give me Maryland. Versus
Indiana's
Indiana.
supposed to be the worst team in the conference.
That's 5 wins.
Yeah.
So
Illinois.
I am
Northwestern's a guarantee this year.
I'm 5-0 and I need 8.
Yeah.
Give me Northwestern. Illinois is going to be down. Nebraska, Rutgers. Like, why not? 7.5. And I wouldn't be shocked. They have the QB to sneak up and take down one of these Ohio States, Penn States, Michigans. Like if there was a team in the Big Ten to do that upset, I think it's Maryland. 7.5 plus money again. What is it? Plus 110. So why not?
I mean, I like it. You've sold me on Maryland.
Okay.
That's
Tuwali,
also us betting on Tuwali.
It's Tuwali time.
Number 4, I got Washington to win the Pac-12. That's at plus 325 too.
Okay. Not bad.
And when they say to win it, they're talking about the conference championship game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My number 3, Jaden Daniels, over 2,650 passing yards. He hit that mark last year.
He did?
Yeah, he hit it last year.
And he's supposed to be better this year.
And it's supposed to be a more pass-heavy offense. Whenever we interviewed Moscona, he talked about how much we're going to be passing the ball. And, yeah, what was it he had last year? He had 2,913 last year. And I think every LSU fan said he sucked throwing the ball. Right?
Oh, everybody hated him because there's always people wide open.
And he threw for 2,900. And his line this year is 300 or 250 lower.
We'll take it.
I would be shocked if he doesn't throw for 3K. It feels like that's a pretty easy bet. Yeah, so give me Jaden, and that's at, let's see, minus 115, so pretty much normal odds.
Yeah. That ain't bad.
What you got?
That seems super low.
3.
I've got LSU to make the college football playoff at plus 320. That's the last LSU bet.
Plus 320?
Yep.
I like it. My number 2, you know what it is. Corvallis, baby. Over 8.5. And these are regular season wins, so you got to remember that.
Only regular season,
yes.
right?
It stops whenever the last week. So conference championship win, bowl game win, doesn't matter. So it's out of 12, essentially, is how you have to look at it.
So 75%.
Yes. So I need Oregon State to win 9 games. I like it a lot. Take a look at their schedule. As we already know, you miss USC. Big factor there. You're starting off 3-0. San Jose State, UC Davis, San Diego State, 3-0 immediately. Washington State, probably a win, but it's at Wazoo, so could be a little bit of a trap.
You never know up there.
There are three tough games initially: Utah, Washington, Oregon. You get 2 of those at home, Utah and Washington, and then you go to Oregon. They can lose all 3. Lose all 3, you still win my bet. That's how I look at it. And I don't think they're losing all 3. I think they win one of those. They probably slip up somewhere else. Probably still end up going 9-3. Maybe slip up at Arizona or something like that.
Did they get a new coach from last year?
Mm-mm. Same one. And they were great last year. They're returning a lot. They're returning a lot, and they're bringing in Ugalagale. So
maybe he can have a resurgence out there on the West Coast.
I think he is.
Pull up Notre Dame schedule. My number 2 is Notre Dame over 8.5 wins.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Pull it up. They got 9 guarantees.
9 guarantees?
9 guarantees. Navy, Tennessee State, NC State,
HBCU.
Central Michigan. I can't see. Duke, Louisville, Wake Forest, Stanford, and Pitt. I think those are all guarantees.
And then Ohio State, USC, Clemson.
Yeah.
Think they lose all 3 of those?
You could and still win my bet, but I could see them beating Clemson, like I already said earlier.
You don't see them slipping up against a Duke or...
I don't think Duke has anything.
But it's Notre Dame.
It's Notre Dame. They also got Sam Hartman.
Yeah, I like Hartman.
I like him. And if we remember correctly from last year, they took a big step towards the end of the year. They got better as the season went on, right? Or am I misremembering that?
Yeah. They lost to Stanford. Lost to Marshall at the beginning of the year. But then, yeah, they beat Syracuse, who was ranked at the time.
Beat Clemson.
Beat Clemson by 21. Then they ended up losing to USC, but USC was really good.
They were probably the closest team to beating USC.
Probably. Besides Utah, yeah.
You saw...
And then they beat South Carolina in the bowl game. Yeah, man, I like it. I like it.
Yep, it's very possible.
All right, my number one bet.
Is it something bold?
Mine? I mean, it's plus 130.
Oh.
But I didn't go too crazy.
Oh, I picked a Heisman winner.
Jaden Daniels?
No.
Oh, Caleb Williams? I got Wisconsin Big Ten West winner.
Really?
Plus 130.
Yeah, you showed us that earlier. That wasn't bad.
For plus 130.
Oh, get up.
Your only other option is Iowa. And
they're Iowa.
They're gambling.
Yeah, half their team's going to be out.
Yeah. Wisconsin doesn't play. Is it Ohio State this year? I believe that's who it was. Let me look. They do not play. Oh, they do play Ohio State. They don't play Michigan. So they don't play Michigan. They don't play Penn State. Wisconsin might be a one-loss team.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you beat Iowa, this bet cashes. I'll tell you that right now.
So your bet lies on October 14th.
Yes. If they beat Iowa, and that's also they can lose Iowa, and Iowa will just lose other games. But I think Wisconsin's a 1-2 loss team at the most, and I think that's going to win the Big Ten West. So
it's possible.
And for plus 130,
I didn't
even
really
look
at Wisconsin that much because I knew this year's going to be a transition year.
I think it's going to be a transition. Well,
yeah,
veteran quarterback, good
great
head
coach.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Great running back still. He's still there. So,
all right, here we go.
Drake May.
Nope.
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix Jr.
Okay.
Plus 1,600 to win the Heisman Trophy.
All in on Washington.
I'm all in on
and
Michael Penix.
You're a Wazoo guy.
I love Wazoo and I love Caleb Williams. And we know
you're a Pac-12 guy.
I love Pac-12. I love Pac-12 offense. You know and I know. What's the hardest thing to do?
We need like an RIP Pac-12.
Oh, yeah, we'll get something.
Or something.
Hardest thing to do is to repeat as a Heisman Trophy winner.
And win a championship 3 straight
Who's
years.
the last person to repeat?
Do you know this?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Tebow didn't do it.
No.
Tebow's the last person that should have. Was it the running back from Ohio State? Archie Griffin?
Maybe. There's only been like 3, I think.
Exactly. So it's extremely, extremely hard. So I don't think Caleb Williams is going to do it. I don't think he'll repeat. I think he'll still be the best player in the country, but they're held to so much of a higher standard after that first one, that it's so hard to live up to that hype again.
Oh, Archie Griffin's the only player to win it
go.
twice. That is right. There you go.
There it is. There's your trivia.
So Penix.
I got Michael Penix. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year like he did last year.
And you got Washington in the playoff?
No, because I don't think
slip up.
I think you can't put a 1 or 2 loss Pac-12 team in there over Georgia.
That's true.
Or Ohio, Penn State.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I wouldn't bet that, but I might.
Why not?
Look at his stats from last year real quick. They were something stupid. And I want to say he got Heisman votes last year.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm going to look that up while you're looking that up.
Where's it at? Washington stats. 4,600 yards passing, 31 touchdowns, 8 picks. And he ran in for 4 touchdowns.
He runs well.
Only had 92 yards rushing, but with college you lose yards for sacks. So
yeah.
Stupidest thing in the world.
So that's Heisman numbers, man.
Is he bringing back his top receivers? Bringing back his number 1 receiver? His number 2, bringing him back. Both had 1,000 yards last year. His number 3 receiver, bringing him back. Number 1 tight end, bringing him back. Number 4 receiver, bringing him back. Number 5 receiver, gone.
There you
277 and 3 touchdowns. Got to replace that. Running back, number 1 running back is in Seattle. Number 2 running back starting. So a lot of talent coming back to Washington.
He got 9 first place votes last year.
I'm sure they hit something with the.
He finished 8th.
I'm sure they hit something in the portal too. Let me look. Dylan Johnson, who's this guy? That's a Mississippi State jersey. Ran for 500 yards the past 2 years at Mississippi State. Who is this? You got a Michigan State receiver. Had 2 touchdowns last year. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, and they're always going to have a good O-line. They always do. And as you mentioned, good defense as well. So, what about their schedule?
It don't
You
matter.
get Oregon at home and Utah. You go to USC and to Oregon State. So, you thinking Heisman moment on LSU Bama Day, November 4th?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for
We
it.
get to watch that as our dessert after the LSU Bama game.
Perfect.
Because you know that mug's going to be on late.
Yeah.
Or that might be the ABC game. Nah, that's always the ACC
Not
teams.
during LSU Bama.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
So there's that. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good pick.
For plus 1,600, I like it.
Yeah. So
Rayleigh did send in some. One of his was Grambling to win the SWAC, which you can't bet. I looked everywhere, could not find it. So maybe just hit up a guy at Grambling and like bet him. Say, hey, I think Grambling's going to win the SWAC this year. But you'll see. He's got Michigan winning the conference, USC winning the Pac-12, Jaden Daniels Heisman LSU championship. So those are those.
it's happening, Clay. It's happening.
Feels good, and can't wait to talk about it next week and feel even better about the situation. But
or worse, Peyton might scare us.
That's true. Peyton might
But
tell
he
us that
picked
we're
us
wrong.
to win it. So
But yeah, I think that's it for this. Very fun. We'll be back Sunday with a double up episode of AFC previews.
yeah,
And
Uncle Charlie looks good.
another Chasing the Trophy episode tomorrow. We got some mock drafts next week. We're actually going to try to get those filled up with listeners and friends of the pod. Derek is actually talking about that. He's got some people that are looking to
Good.
hop in. So
I like that.
that'll be a very fun idea. Let me, Josh, and Derek be talking,
Mhm.
and then y'all be drafting from wherever. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Where will we do it at?
Sleeper.
Sleeper.
Sleeper has a thing
You can
where
invite people.
Yeah.
Cool.
to a private one.
Cool.
All right, that is it.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.